going to discuss the answer for Y set 2 SM025. So I'm going to use bilingual English and also Malay. Now, for question 1, we have two vectors given. Alright, we're going to find the angle between two vectors. And then we're going to find the Cartesian equation of the line perpendicular to two vectors there. And also the area of parallelogram. Right, the first one is to find the angle between two vectors. So we're going to use cos theta u dot v over the magnitude of vector u and also vector v. Right, so we will do the dot product first, u dot v. Vektor u kita ambil, kita dot productkan dengan vektor v. Okay, kita masukkan dia. Right, and then find the magnitude for u. Okay, buat dia punya set, and then ijk tu kita squarekan. Setiap 1 per kali ijk tu koefisien dia. Okay, kita squarekan, and then we calculate dot product tu. Make sure darab dulu. Okay, lepas darab baru tambahkan. Dah darab baru tambahkan setiap satu tu Lepas tu kita kira dia punya magnitude. Okay, kita dah kira magnitude kat situ, u dengan v. Lepas tu kan dia cos theta, jadi bila kita pindah ke sebelah kita akan jadi arc cos. So make sure tekan kalkulator kita, mode mesti dalam degree. Okay, then we get the final answer 71.09 degrees. Alright, so the marks will be given there. So biasanya kalau kita dah buat dot product dapat K1, magnitude another K1, final answer J1. To find Cartesian equation dengan line ni, so yang perpendicular to both vectors tu, kalau kita tahu vector u dengan v ni kan, kita nak cari perpendicular vectors, kita kena buat vector u cross vector v. So line ni sebenarnya dia parallel dengan u cross v. So first kita cari u cross v dulu. Okay, so cross vector dia kita buat, okay, kita cari vector u apa, 2, -1, -3 kita masukkan, 2, -1, -3, and then we have vector v 401. Okay, kita ambil dia punya cross product. Okay, this is for I kita cancelkan, kita ambil j dengan k, kita cancelkan I, maknanya kita masukkan -1, -3, 01. Itu maknanya untuk I, tetamu yang masuk rumah I, tetamu masuk. Tolak, okay, j pula, j kita cancel j. Okay, cancel j, ambil I dengan k. Yang ni, kalau kita boleh highlight kat sini, maknanya I dengan k masukkan dekat rumah j. So 2, -3, 4, 1. So last kali untuk k kita ambil pula rumah yang masuk tetamu dia, rumah untuk j dengan I dengan j ni. Mana sama pula ni? Sekejap. I dengan j. So kita masukkan dekat rumah k, 2, -1, 4, 0. So kita buat cross product dia, -1 minus 0 tu I, jadi negative I kat sini, minus 2 minus negative 2 minus negative 12. Ini selalu student careless jadi tolak dengan tolak jadi tambah sepatutnya. Jadi kat sini j plus, okay, 0 minus negative 4. 0 minus negative 4 akan dapat plus 4. Jadi be careful yang itu. Selalu tercareless dia orang. So negative I, kita akan dapat minus 14j, and then last kali plus 4k. Okay, so ini vektor yang selari dengan line tu. Untuk line kita ada line equation R equals to A plus TV. Ini vector equation untuk line. Jadi kita ambilkan point yang dia dekat soalan bagi, -1, 20, -1, 20, okay, plus TV yang kita baru buat cross product tadi, masukkan yang ni, masukkan dalam sini, -1, -14, 4. Alright, and then kita tulis dalam bentuk Cartesian equation. So Cartesian equation tu kita ada card. So maksudnya dia T equals to cut. Kita ambil yang last kali tu cut, maknanya T sama dengan jadi kita nak yang ini tau sebenarnya, T tu sebagai subjek. Jadi kalau kita tulis nak jadikan dia Cartesian dulu, kita nak jadikan Cartesian, kita buat dia jadi parametrik dulu, senang. Okay, so kalau tak boleh, you all just buat macam ni dulu. X equals to -1 minus T, Y equals to 2 minus 14T, Z equals to 4T. Lepas tu baru jadikan T as subject. Okay, pindahkan, sebab yang ini ada negatif, so kita letak negatif 1, itu semua pindah. Okay, so yang ni X minus jadi plus 1, okay, equals to negatif T tu letak negatifnya dekat bawah sebab dia darab negatif T, jadi negatif pindah jadi bahagi. So yang ini kita akan tulis dia over negative 1 equals to T. Okay, yang untuk Y pula, Y plus 2 over negative 14. So ini pun sama dengan T. Yang Z pula last sekali, Z tak ada tolak apa-apa, jadi Z over 4 je equals to T. So kita cantikkan jawapan kita, T equals to X plus 1 over negative 1, Y plus 2 over negative 14, Z over 4. So that is Cartesian equation. Dia T equals to Cartesian equation. Ingat, cart T sama dengan apa benda. Okay, untuk markah dia, masa kita buat cross product ni, K1, okay, jawapan V tu J1. Lepas tu kita tukar dia dalam bentuk Cartesian equation. Ini semua ni K1, and then final answer J1. So 4 marks. Okay, question C, kita nak area parallelogram. So formula area parallelogram, okay, kita ada area, mesti cari dia punya magnitude yang U cross V. Gitu. Jadi kita dah dapatkan U cross V tadi kan, ambil je jawapan dia. Kita cari magnitude dia untuk area. So magnitude U cross V tadi, jawapan dia negative I. So negative 1 square plus negative 14 square plus 4 square. So final answer dia set 213, or you can leave your answer in decimal point 14.6. If you want to write the unit, so it will be unit square. Alright, so the marks will be given masa cari magnitude K1, jawapan akhir J1. Alright, total marks for question 1 is 9 marks. Alright, now we move to section A. Question 2 is from chapter 8, random variable. So this question gives you probability distribution. This one is actually discrete random variable. Okay, how do we know? You look at the values of X, that is integers, that are all integers. So based on discrete, if the question is asking for the value of K, total probability must be equals to 1. So soalan A, kita cari dulu total summation probability. Okay, write down one by one. Then ni, this one, all this. Okay, straight away write your answer equals to 1. Your answer, the summation equals to 1. Now, okay, tips dia, kalau pembawah dia tak sama, mesti samakan pembawah dulu. Samakan pembawah. Kalau pembawah dah sama macam soalan ni, okey lah, kita just tambah yang atas je. Okay, yang tak atas tu sebab pembawah dah sama, jadi over 7. So yang atas tu dia akan jadi 3k square minus 1. So ini 3 tambah 4 tambah 2 tambah 1, jadi 10k equals to 1. So 7 pindah sana, darab. So bukan jawapan lagi, plus kita susun elok-elok. Sini jadi 7, pergi sana, tolak 7. So dia akan jadi negative 8 equals to 0. So you factorize, kita akan dapat 3k minus 2 and then k plus 4 equals to 0. So value of k 2 over 3 negative 4. Alright, kita ambil K sama dengan 23 sebab value probability tak boleh negatif. Jadi yang negatif ni kita reject rejected. So final answer K equals to 2 over 3. The marks will be given here equals to 1 ni, semua total equals to 1, K1. Lepas tu solving ni K1, final answer J1. Now next, we are going to find probability at least one customer. Jadi yang ni kita ambil at least. Apa maksud at least? Bila ni B1 B1 at least is sekurang-kurangnya more than equals to 1. So kalau dia nak more than equals to 1, kita takkan nak kira 1 sampai 4 kan. So yang kita tak nak kosong. So terus buat 1 tolak X equals to 0. Maknanya yang tak nak tu kita tolak. Jadi lagi senang. Dan bila kita nak buat 1, 2, 3 tambah semua sekali, lambat. Jadi masukkan X equals to 0. Tadi berapa? K kita dah dapat value dia. Jadi K 2/3 kuasa 2 tolak 1 kan, dia 3K kuasa 2 tolak 1 kan, per 7. Jadi bila dah kira, tekan kalkulator dapat 20 over 21. So markah dia K1 J1, markah kat situ. So B2 kita nak cari at most. Terbalik pula dengan at least. At most means besar. Kalau at least besar, dia kecil-kecil equal 2. Okay, so less than equals to 2, maksudnya yang kita nak 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Jadi sama ada kita nak ambil 0, 1, 2 straight away ataupun 1 tolak 3 dengan 4 pun boleh. Okay, kalau kita nak straight, maknanya kita ambil je terus X equals to 0, X equals to 1, X equals to 2. Gitu. So X equals to 0 tadi kita dah kira kan. Kita kira yang ni. Berapa value dia kat situ. Kalau X equals to 1, masukkan balik dalam table, 3K over 7. 3K over 7. Tadi kita tulislah terus yang untuk X equals to 0. So value dia yang kat atas tu 1 over 21. So X equals to 1. Tadi kita ada 3K over 7. 3K, K2 over 3 over 7. X equals to 2, we have 4K over 7 also. So when we calculate, we will get 5 over 7. Okay, so that's the final answer. And the marks will be given here K1 when we calculate all the probabilities, and J1 for the final answer. Right? Now, next, calculate the mean. Mean, how are we going to use? The formula for mean, summation X times with probability. All the probability multiply first all this, and then total dia berapa. Okay, jadi kita tulis dia punya mean kat sini. Mean kita EX. So ini soalan C kan tadi. EX, total probability darab dengan X ni tu. Total X darab probability lah. Jadi kita terus tulis satu per satu tu 1/21. And then so mean kita dapat equals to 2. Now this one K1, jawapan J1. So total marks for question 2 is how many marks 3, 6 plus 9 marks also. Alright, 9 marks. Okay, section A, question 3. So this one is from chapter 9. This is taken for the number of patients each month. Okay, model by Poisson distribution mean is given 1.5. So this is per month. Alright, so kita tulis untuk yang kalau Poisson tulis macam ni 3 pula 1.5. This one sebulan punya mean purata untuk sebulan number of patient tu. Jadi soalan tanya X equals to 2. Direct kalau dia equal, terus guna formula. So apa formula Poisson? Poisson punya formula kita ada E kuasa negatif lambda, lambda power of X over X factorial. So yang ini terus masukkan dekat sini formula dia tu E kuasa negatif lambda, lambda 1.5 1.5 power of 2 factorial. So when we calculate this one, we will get 0.251. Okay, number 2. Hence, determine the probability exactly 2 patients. Exactly 2 patients will contract this virus each of 3 consecutive months. Maksudnya dia bukan nak suruh kita cari probability yang baru. Maksudnya daripada yang atas ni, exactly 2 patients. Cuma dia nak untuk 3 bulan berturut-turut tau. So, kalau 3 bulan berturut-turut, maksudnya bulan pertama dia tak ada dia independent dengan bulan yang kedua, bulan yang ketiga. So kalau kita nak cari probability untuk 3 bulan berturut-turut, maksudnya probability yang X equals to 2 tadi, X equals to 2 akan darab dengan yang sama juga sebab dia independent events. Right? Jadi yang ini jawapan tadi tu kan 0.251 kan, masukkan terus 0.251 times 0.251 times dia 3 kali kuasa 3 terus. Okay, so when we calculate power of 3, we will get 0.0158. Right, marks will be given here. Yang macam mana nak kira markah dia? Masukkan dalam formula K1, jawapan J1. Okay, masa kita kira untuk 3 bulan tu tadi, kuasa 3 tu K1, jawapan akhir J1. So 4 markah untuk yang soalan A. Okay, soalan B pula. So question B, dia kata find probability that at least 12 patients, at least kita lebih besar sama dengan 12, will contract this virus during a given 6-month period. Okay, tadi kita punya mean untuk sebulan. Jadi soalan B, dia dah berubah tau. Yep. So dia dah berubah jadi Y. So Poisson, masih lagi Poisson, cuma lambda dia tu 1.5 untuk sebulan. Jadi kalau darab dengan 6, dia akan jadi, ni kita tukar kat sini, 9. Jadi soalan tanya at least, bukan X tapi Y, at least 12. So terus check dengan table sebab dia more than equals, straight away refer table. Okay, jadi ni refer dapat 0.197. So markah dia ada 3 kat sini. Jadi masa kita tukar mean tu jadi baru B1. B tu maksudnya exactly, mesti betul macam tu. Okay, jadi more than equals to 12, kira yang ini K1 dan final answer J1. Total marks equals to not 9. Total marks equals to 7. Question number 3 done. Alright, so now we are going to move on to section B. Okay, question 1, we have this equation given in interval using Newton-Raphson method. So, initial value is given. Give your answer to 3 decimal places. Make sure you're aware how many decimal places is all being asked in the question. Alright, so first, we are going to write fx equals to, okay, this one move to one side only, right? Ex move to the left side, so we are going to have x square minus. Alright, so first, we are going to differentiate. First thing first, differentiate. Step pertama tu, step 1, differentiate. Lepas tu differentiate EX, salin je balik. Kecuali kalau ada kuasa tu ada nombor baru constant, baru kita letak dekat depan darabkan dia. Jadi second step is to substitute into the formula. Formula kita punya initial value dia dah bagi 1.2, so kita letak X naught initial. Jadi formula dia, okay, X untuk yang pertama tu X naught XN lah, tolak dengan Fx over F prime X. Okay, jadi kita ada dah X yang kat atas tu, X, Fx yang ni lah, salin so X tolak dengan Fx, Fx tu salin balik. Okay, so make sure over F prime Okay, masa key in dalam calculator, key in yang ni. Right, key in yang ni. Alpha X semua tu. Kalau kita nak masukkan value, kita masukkan satu-satu macam ni. Okay, yang ini boleh buat dalam bracket macam tu lah. Yang ni pun sama atas ni. Atas ni buat bracket macam ni lagi. Okay, proper sikit. Gitu. Then we have 1.2 power of 3. Okay, masa kita tekan calculator, make sure tekan calculate 1.2. Newton Raphson using calculator. So here alpha X minus, okay, the formula is fx on numerator. So we key in the function fx, alpha x cube, right, minus plus alpha x square minus exponent power of x. Okay, one by one. And then the denominator will be f prime x. After we differentiate, we get 3 alpha x square plus 2x alpha x minus exponent x. Okay, we press calculate. Ini first initial value is 1.2. Press equal sign. So we'll get 1.2447. Since the question is asking for 3 decimal places, we are going to let more one decimal place. So we take 4 decimal places to 447. Okay, next calculate answer and then press equal. So we will get 1.2431. Okay, do the next step, calculate answer and then equal 1.2431 until the same, then we stop. Right? So kat sini kita kena bagi lebih daripada 3 decimal places 4 decimal 1.2447. Right? Okay, ambil balik jawapan yang ni tadi, letak dekat next. Untuk yang ni tadi x1 kan. So okay, untuk yang next tu kita letak x2. Tadi dah x1 kan. Jadi kita ambil yang tadi ni, letak balik, masukkan dekat dalam x pula. So this one kena tulis satu persatu 1.2447. So masa kat sini kita tekan calculate answer and then we get 1.2431. Okay, last kali yang kita kena masukkan dalam formula untuk x3, yang inilah. Masukkan 1.2431 one by one. Okay, press calculate answer and then equals to, yang ini akan dapat 1.2431 also. So yang ini dengan yang last tu kan tadi dah sama kan. So kita ambil terus jawapan akhir, root of the equation x, therefore macam ni, equals to 1.243 because the decimal places. So this is the final answer. So again to look at how is the marks will be given. Right, bila kita differentiate fx tu dapat 1 markah. Lepas tu kita masukkan yang initial value ni dalam persamaan formula tu lah, k1, and then jawapan tu j1, and then untuk 2 ni k1, final answer j1. So total for question 1 is 5 marks. F integration. So the first question is asking for find the function fx using suitable substitution. Alright, so we are going to look at function for fx. Okay, function fx is ln x over x ln x minus x dx. So how are we going to know which one that we're going to choose as u? So tips will be, okay, you choose u, the complicated ones. So yang complicated kita nampak yang sebelah bawah, tapi yang sebelah bawah ni kalau kita tengok dia x dengan x ni, we can factorize x. We can factorize x out. So ln x over x factorize ln x minus 1. So write the integral function dx. Okay, yang ini yang kita akan ambil jadi u. Sebab yang itu yang nampak macam lagi complicated daripada yang atas kan. So u equals to ln x minus 1. So differentiate u with respect to x. So you'll get 1 over x, differentiate 1, habis dah. So dx pindah siap-siap ke sebelah sana. Alright, now we have to substitute. Right, to substitute back ln x over x. So since this one is dx over x, so here is dx over x, so that will be du. Ln x tu masalah dia masih lagi ada lagi, so kita kena pindahkan plus minus 1 tu pergi sebelah sana. It will be u plus 1 equals to ln x. So we are going to substitute all in terms of u. Ni dah bawah tu ni, lepas tu akan jadi du, macam tu. So semua dah dalam sebutan u, barulah kita boleh integrate. Jadi yang ini kita simplify u over u. Bila bawah tu dah satu term je, kita boleh bahagi So u over u is 1, and then 1 over u du. Integrate 1, we will get u. Integrate 1 over u, get ln u, lastly plus c. So don't leave your answer in terms of u. Make sure masukkan balik, gantikan balik u tu dalam sebutan x, ln x minus 1. So ln x minus 1 plus ln u, you can write in bracket or absolute value, dua pun boleh sebenarnya, plus c. Okay, kalau kita tengok jawapan ni sebenarnya dia dah boleh jawapan akhir dah, tapi nampak tak dia ada constant kat sini. Kita combinekan, kita boleh combinekan dengan constant yang belakang sekali tu. So ln x plus ln, tinggalkan yang ln tu je. Okay, plus another variable, capital letter A. So this will be the final answer. So the marks will be given here. This will be k1 to write u and then differentiate Okay, get J1. Correct differentiation kan. Okay, substitute back in terms of U. So ini K1 ataupun yang ni lah, mana-mana satu kat atas tu. And then kita integrate, dapat U ln U ni, gantikan balik, final answer J1. So yang atas ni pun sebenarnya betul, tapi kalau kita nak senang sebenarnya nanti, kita gantikan yang ni sekalikan je, satu variable. Okay, capital letter A. Right, question B, we need to find fx plus dx, and then we have the limit there. Right, so kita tadi dah cari integrate untuk fx, so now we are going to integrate for gx, dx. So what is the function gx? X minus 1 over x minus 1 over e power of 2x dx. So kalau over ni, dia susah tau. Jadi kita kena bawakan exponent tu naik atas, jadi power dia jadi negatif. So this will be easier for us to integrate because use by part. This one cannot use substitution sebab ni ada exponent, yang satu lagi polinomial kan. So kita akan pakai by part. Mana satu kita nak ambil dia jadi u. U choices of u first is ln, lepas tu polinomial, exponent, trigo, loped. Okay, kalau kat sini tak ada ln, kita akan ambil polinomial. Jadi polinomial kita x minus 1. Oops, x minus 1. Jadi ini choice untuk u loped. Right, differentiate u, you will get 1 here. So kita terus pindahkan dx sebelah sana. And then the other side, okay, integrate. Yang ini, yang selebihnya tu, kita akan ambil dia jadi dv, e power of negative 2x dx. So integrate dv, get v. Exponent tu copy and paste balik. Kuasa ni ada negatif 2, letak dekat bawah, negatif 2. Okay, plus c nanti kita letak sekali dekat bawah dia. So untuk by part, formula dia uv, u darab v, and then v darab dengan du. uv minus integrate v du. So now kita nak masukkan uv, u x minus 1, v e negative 2x over negative 2. Okay, integrate v lagi, salin balik elok-elok, du, sebab tu buat anak panah macam ni, nanti senang nak tengok, dx. Okay, cantikkan dia. So x minus 1, yang ini over negative 2 lah sekali jalan, e negative 2x. Okay, negatif, negatif, positif. So integrate e, copy paste balik. Lepas tu negatif 2, ada kuasa ada negatif 2 tu, constant coefficient x tu letak dekat bawah. So negatif 2 darab 2, negatif 4 plus c. Last kali ni baru kita letak plus c. Okay, now kita nak kena combine fx dengan gx tadi kan, function yang okay, function pula. Soalan tu tanya pasal integrate. Integrate 3 until 7 fx plus gx. Fx dah cari, so tinggal gx nya nak tambah sekali kan. Okay, ni function fx plus gx. Since we already integrate fx, so kita terus masukkan, maksudnya yang kita dah integrate tu, fx tadi ambil balik jawapan yang kat atas, yang ni ln x plus ln, lagi sekali ln x minus 1. Okay, gx pula minus, okay, negatif ni kita letak je dekat atas kan, x minus 1 e power of negative 2x over 2. Okay, plus positif dengan negatif dapat negatif, jadi e power of negative 2x over 4, tutup bracket, write down the limit, 3, 7. Alright, so now we're going to substitute one by one, 7, 3. So ln ini kerjanya memang penuh sabar dan kena penuh ketabahan lah untuk menyalin ni. Minus 1. Kalau tak nak, kita boleh terus tulis 7 minus 1 tu 6. So semua tu boleh je Nah ini x tu tadi lupa. X tu masukkan siap-siap negatif 14 pun boleh, nak tulis macam ni 7 pun boleh. 2 over 4. Okay, last kali tu masukkan 3 pula. ln 3 minus 1 tu boleh je terus tulis, bagi dengan 2 tu. Okay, so you calculate, then the final answer will be 3.113. Right, so we're going to look at the marks. Well, the marks will be given. Okay, first you do the by part. uv tu k1. Okay, integrate betul j1. Okay, substitute into the formula uv minus v du k1, integrate k1, jawapan betul j1. Okay, substitute the limit. Okay, masukkan balik limit ni. Okay, yang ni k1 and then j1. So total marks is 12. Question number 3, we have trapezoidal rule. So we're going to find the area for this function, the line x. Okay, so that will be integrate from 0 until pi over 8. So we're going to use trapezoidal rule with 4 sub-intervals, so n equals to 4. So first thing first, you write down the area, right, from 0 until pi over 8. Okay, the function gives you tangent to x dx. Okay, so we need to find h value, that will be b minus a over n. B is pi over 8. Pi over 8 minus a 0 over n, sub interval 4. So we have the pi over 32. Alright, done. Then we make a table. With 3 columns here, right? So this will be the values of x, and this will be the function tangent to x, right? So you're going to start with a0, since we have h pi over 32, so x1 will be pi over 32, and then plus with pi over 32 and so on. So x2 will be pi over 16, x3 will be 3 pi over 32, x4 will be pi over 8. So that will be the last one because we already reached the value of b. So now x naught with y naught. Then the last one here, y4. So the middle value will be on the in the third column. y1, y2, y3 there, right? So we're going to use the calculator here, tangent 0. So you get 0, right? For y1, you key in tangent 2x in your calculator, alpha x here, and then press calculate pi over 32. So make sure your calculator mode is in radian, right? It must be in radian. Okay, so when we calculate that, and we have to make sure this will be 0.1989. Alright, so we will give the answer to 3 significant figures. So here we are going to leave 4 significant figures. So for y2, calculate pi over 16, we will get 0.4142, and then calculate 3 pi over 32, 0.6682. Alright, last one, we calculate pi over 8, we'll get the value that is 1. Right, total up all these values. So here we'll get 1, and the last column is 1.2813. Alright, now we're going to substitute into the formula for trapezoidal rule. Calculate the total, then we're going to substitute into the formula. Here we have h over 2, h is pi over 32, times 2 is 64. So here y, and so this is star, this one love heart shape. So key in 1 plus 2 times 1.2813. The final answer will be 0.175 unit square because area. So the marks will be given here K1, for the table here K1 and total K1. Substitute into the formula K1, final answer J1. So 5 marks. Alright. Next question, we're going to find the volume rotated 2 pi radians about the x-axis. Right. Now for volume we write pi, the limit still the same, 0 until pi over 8. Function, make sure we write tangent to x square outside of the bracket. Okay, so we cannot integrate tangent to x square, so we're going to substitute the trigo function, secant, substitute identity trigo, secant square 2x minus 1, right, dx. So integrate secant square, we get tangent 2x over 2, right? Integrate 1, we get x, and then write down the limit. Now, substitute the limit. We have the final answer will be 0.337 unit cube. Will be given here when we write the function for volume, and then change to identity K1, integrate directly K1 J1, substitute limit, and then final answer. So 6 marks for the volume. Question number 4, we have dE differential equation. So if you look at the equation here, the equation we have x in front of dy dx, so we cannot have x there. Then that's why we're going to divide with x, dy dx minus 3 over x. So make sure it's in the standard form. So 4x squared divide with x, get 4x, x minus 2. Alright, after we write as standard form, we compare. So this will be px, right? So the second step is to find integrating factor, e power of negative px dx. So you just straight away substitute p, negative 3 over x dx. So integrate negative 3 over x, we get negative 3 ln x. So move to the power of x. Here we have ln x power of negative 3. Simplify, then we're going to write only for x power of negative 3. Right, third step is to multiply integrating factor. This one we write as 1 over x power of 3, multiply with dE, the standard form, dy dx minus then we write as product d dx, integrating factor times with y. So the right side we just copy and paste back for Okay, here we have 4 over x square x minus 2. Oh, okay. Then the next step, integrate both sides. So here we just leave as x y over x power of 3, and then integrate the right side for using partial fraction. Alright, so for partial fraction, we write here we have 3 factors there. So a over x, the second factor b over x square, third will be c over x minus 2. Right, to find the values of a, b, c, equate the denominator. So here we have x square x minus 2. So a will be multiplied with x. Sorry, a will be multiplied with x and x minus 2. Right, b will be multiplied with x minus 2 only because the denominators already have x square there, and then c times with x square. Alright, so we compare with the left side, 4 over x square x minus 2. Okay, take the numerator. Okay, when x equals to 0, we substitute into x, we get b negative 2. So we will get the value of b. B is 4 over negative 2, so you'll get b negative 2. Okay, when x equals to 2, here we substitute x equals to 2. So you'll get 4, then we will get 4c, and c equals to 1. When x equals to 1, right, we don't have any other values for x then, so we will get negative 4 equals to negative a plus 2 plus 1. So a is negative 1. Right, substitute all the values back, and we have 4 over so that will be the values of a, b, c. Integrate negative 1 over x, you get negative ln x. But this one, we cannot get ln, okay? Integrate 2 over x square, you just write 2x power of negative 2. So when we integrate, you will get positive 2 over x. Okay, now for 1 over x, you get ln x minus 2. Right, lastly, don't forget, integrate must have plus constant, plus c. So finally, we are going to simplify. So since this one is actually equals to y over x cubed just now, right? So therefore y equals to x cubed, move to the right side, then we just multiply all that with negative, okay, simplify ln with ln, so you will have 2 over x, okay, and then plus ln x minus 2 over x plus c, okay, close bracket. So the marks here, the marks will be given when we simplify, and then we get the integrating factor k1, j1. Then we multiply k1, right? This one, the fifth step will be k1, right? And then do the partial fraction b1. Okay, simplify to get all the values of a, b, c, k1. Get correct answer for a, b, c, k1 there. And then we substitute back, integrate. Then finally, integration correct, J1. Final answer must write y as subject, so that will be J1. So total marks. Alright, so sorry, this one we have only 1 mark for integrating the partial fraction. So you get J1, total marks is 10. Alright. Okay, section B, question 5. This is random variable, discrete random variable. So we have tetrahedral dice. Okay, tetrahedrals have 4 faces too. Alright, 2 fair dice, 1 red and 1 blue. Faces 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Roll, and the numbers face up on the 2 dice are recorded. Alright, and the random variable R is the score on the red die, and the random variable B is the score on the blue die. Okay, random variable X is R multiplied by B. R tu dia kena darab, maksudnya red darab dengan blue. Jadi table yang bawah ni dia represent untuk bila kita dah darabkan setiap dua-dua dice tu. Okay, find the values of A, B, C, D. Jadi macam mana kita nak dapatkan idea kalau dia ada 2 dadu, right? So kalau dia ada 2 dadu, kita buat macam bentuk macam ni, senang. So yang dadu satu tu red, and then the other one is blue. Dia punya faces ada 4. Jarang-jarang ni 0, 1, 2, 3. Maknanya outcome dia 0, 1, 2, 3 tu on the 4 faces of the die. 0, 1, 2, 3. So usually dice will be 1 until 6. So this one rare lah, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So dia cakap kat sini R is multiplied by B. Kena darab. That means 0 times any number will get 0, 0, 0, 0 here. This one also 0 times 1, 0 times 2, 0 times 3, right? So Next, 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 2, 1 times 3. And then the other one also here will be the same. 1 times 2, 1 times 3. This one, 2 times 2, you get 4. Alright, 2 times 3, get 6. And then here, 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. That will be the outcome after we multiply. Alright, next. It is asking for the values A, B, C, D. So kalau A, maksudnya dia nak A means outcome equals to 0. How many 0 do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 over outcome of 16. Sebab ni ada 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Darab dengan 4 yang kat sini. So 16 That means here D, probability X equals, D pula. Kita tulis A lah dulu kan. A, probability X equals to 0 is 8 over, wait a minute. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 over 16. So B, value of B kat mana? B outcome equals to 1. 1 kita dapat settle je ni 1. Jadi X equals to 1 is 1 over number of sample space. Dia semua sekali 16 juga. C kat mana? C kat sini. 4. Outcome equals to 4. 4 kat sini settle juga. So C, X equals to 4, also 1 over 16. Alright, what about D? D is 9. 9 also 1. That means D, probability X get the outcome 9 is 1 over 16 as well. Alright. Okay, where the marks will be given. Here, you get K1. And then J1 for these two correct. And then CD correct. Another J1. So 3 marks. Question B, find the probability between 2 until 6. 6 is included, but 2 is not. So 2 marks there. So we're going to write X is 3. Sebab dia tak masuk 2 kan. Jadi 3, 4, 6 only. 3 ni. Jadi kita totalkan 3 tu. Total 3 tu for question 5B. This one 5B. Alright. X equals to 3 plus X equals to 4 plus X equals to 6. 2 is not included. Alright. So it's only 3, 4, 6. You write down all the probabilities and then total up. 1 over 16, 1 over 8. So total dia 5 over 16. Alright. So here is 2 marks. K1, J1. Question C, find the mean if Y equals to 2x minus 5. The formula for mean, we need to multiply each x with probability and then sum all, summation all. Okay. So EY, Y is given 2x minus 5. So for expectation, we move 2 to outside of, in front of E. So that will be 2EX minus E5 will be minus the constant itself. Alright, minus 5. Now, we have to find E first. So we multiply each of the X. X yang kita punya X ke atas ni lah. Darabkan untuk setiap probability dia tu. So 0 times So when we multiply the expectation EX will be 2.25. So we're going to key in here E 2x minus 5 there. 2EX minus 5. 2 times 2.25 minus 5. So the final answer will be negative 0.5. Right? So again to look at the marks. The marks will be given here is K1. Okay, and then substitute key in into E 2x minus 5. The final answer J1. Right. And then total marks will be 7. 7 marks for question number 5. Right, now we move to question number 6. We have continuous random variable and then cumulative function. So first thing first, you have to identify which function that the question gives you. So the question asks for the value of k. So we're not going to integrate since we have cumulative function. Alright. So what we're going to do is we will substitute the value of 1 and then this will be also equals to 1 because this is continuous. So for question A, f1, substitute into this function. So k times 1 square 4 minus 1 square equals to 1 straight away. Right? So when we calculate, we will get k equals to 1 over 3. Right? Now, question B is to find probability more than 0.7. Alright, if the question is asking for more than, so we will have to do 1 minus because the function here, this one refers x less than equals to. So since we are going to find more than, so you are going to find 1 minus x less than 0.7. So substitute straight away 0.7 into the function, the middle function here. Alright, so k, we already have the value there, 1 over 3. So substitute back 1 over 3 into k. So x 0.7 square. Okay, 4 minus 0.7 square. We calculate that and we get 0.427. Okay, question C. Find the probability density function. So PDF function. PDF there. Then question C, to find PDF function, CDF to PDF, we need to differentiate. So we differentiate one by one, since we differentiate the first one is 0. So from 0 until 1, differentiate k, we already have the value there. And then just straight away multiply 4x square. Okay, so this will be like x square times x square, x power of 4. So differentiate, we get 1 over 3, 8x minus 4x cubed. Okay, then lastly, we differentiate 4x more than 1, differentiate 1, we get 0. So write down the function for PDF, fx, right? This one will be 1 over 3, 8x minus 4x cubed for 0 until 1, and then 0 for otherwise. Question D, given the mean, calculate the variance. Alright, so variance, we are going to calculate the variance here, question D. So since mean is given, so we just need to find ex square. Make sure we integrate from 0 to 1. X square times with fx. Fx we already find here. So 1 over 3, 8x minus 4x cubed dx. So integrate that one, multiply first. 1 over 3, 8x cubed minus 4x power of 5. So integrate 0 until 1. Right, substitute the values. Simplify. So substitute 0 is still 0 there. So for ex square we get 4 over 9. 4 over 9 there. So the formula for variance x is ex square minus ex square outside of the bracket. So formula, substitute into the formula, minus 28 over 45 given in the question. Finally, we get 116 over 2025, or we can leave in decimal, 0.0573. Right. Now, the last question, evaluate the skewness of distribution. Skewness is given with this formula. So we need to find median, since we don't have median yet. To find the median, if we are given the cumulative function fx, alright, capital Fx, we're going to straight away substitute m into x, into the middle function, because this is cumulative. We do not integrate, okay? We don't have to integrate, right? So this is question E, fm equals to 0.5. So substitute m square, 4 minus m square equals to 0.5. So move 3 to the other side, multiply. This one expand. So 4m square minus m power of 4 equals to 3 over 2. So bring all this to the right side. M power of 4. So we're going to multiply all that with 2. So 2m power of 4 minus 8m square plus 3 equals to 0. So we factorize m. We get m square equals to 0.4189, and the other one is 3.5811. Right? M will be equals to plus minus 0.647, and the other one is plus minus 1.892. So since m, it's supposed to be between 0 until 1, m between 0 to 1, so we're going to choose m that is 0.647. So the skewness, the question is actually asking for skewness. Skewness formula is 3 mean minus median over standard deviation. So mean we already have in the question. Median, we substitute back the answer here, over standard deviation is the surd of the variance. Variance is now 0.0573. So the final answer is negative 0.311. Right? So again, to look at the marks. Now the marks will be given here is K1, J1, and then question B, K1 when we substitute 0.7 into F. Right? Question C, K1, differentiate, okay, and then write into function J1. Question D, 4 marks, so find ex square K1, you get 4 over 9 K1, substitute into the formula of variance K1, final answer J1. So to find E, right, the median will be K1, get the value of median J1, right, the skewness K1, and then final answer for skewness J1. Total marks is 14. For section B, we have this one is from chapter 9, and the size of the apples are normally distributed with mean weight of 90 grams, standard deviation given. Grade A apples are weigh greater than 107 gram. So find the probability that randomly selected apple is grade A. So the question refers for this one, give the answer to 2 decimal places. Alright, we're going to do the first one A. Now, to write normal distribution, and is normally distributed, mean is given 90, and then standard deviation, so make sure this will be like 20 square, because this is actually variance. Variance. So first one is x more than 107. So we are going to, first step, standardize. Right, how to standardize? So write z more than 107 minus mean 90 over standard deviation. So this one yang atas ni, kalau atas maksudnya ada orang atasan, ada kuasa, ada power power. Jadi yang bawah ni, bawah tak ada power. So maksudnya dia adalah standard deviation. Dia bukan variance tu yang kat bawah tu. So we simplify, we get z more than 0.85. So second step, after standardize, we sketch. Jadi bila sketch normal distribution, 0.85 kan dekat sebelah kanan, jadi di sebelah sini. So bila sebelah kanan more than, kita boleh terus refer table, you will get the answer 0.1977. Okay, or round off to 0.2. The question is asking for 2 decimal places, so we round off to 0.2. Okay, next question is to here we have 4% of the apples is considered an unmarketable because the size is too small. Find the least weight of marketable apple. Alright, so question B. X, how do we know it's the least is too small? So if the question state here too small, and then it is, the probability is 4%, that means x less than, we write the variable, let's say m, 4%, that means 0.04. Okay, now we are going to standardize z, m minus mean over standard deviation, right, equals to 0.04. So since we have this one is less than 0.5, that means it's on the left side, 0.04 here. Okay, the shaded region, 4% only. So this will be negative side, m minus 90 over 20. So when we want to refer table, we are going to reflect on the right side. So this will be more than m minus 90 over 20, right? So this is 0.04. Refer table, but this one originally is negative, so we have negative m minus 90 over 20. When we refer table for 0.04, we get 1.7504. Table, the last one, table 4. Alright, so we calculate this one, m minus 90 over 20, move negative to the other side, 0.4. Okay, so m will be 54.992. Right, the least weight, the question is asking for the least weight. Least weight will be 55 grams. So we round off. Okay, then for question A, here we standardize, we get K1, alright, and then we find the value, the final answer J1. Now, question B, K1 for standardizing, and then look from the table, compare, we get the least weight J1. Right, next question, we have 10 apples, find the probability that he picked at least 6 grade A apple. So this will be n, that means this is actually binomial distribution, at least 6 more than equals to 6. Alright, so where are we going to pick the probability? That is actually from question A, because picked at least grade A apple, so it is actually from A. So we're going to write here for question C, y is binomially distributed with n is 10 and the probability is 0.2. So the question is asking for at least 6. We can straight away look from the table, 0.0064. Right, so here the marks will be given B1, so at least 6, K1, J1. Okay, next question, not more than 2. Right, if it's not more than 2, we will have to write here less than equals to 2, because we cannot have more than 2. So that will be not more, less than equal. Right, so we cannot refutable. That's why we're going to use 1 minus y more than equals to 3. Then only we can refutable for binomial 0.3222. Okay, final answer will be 0.6778. So the marks here will be K1, alright, and then J1. Alright, last one. A local shop bought 100 fresh picked apples. Right, using suitable approximation, find the probability between 30 and 40 of grade A. So this is more than 50 already. So that's why we have to use binomial change to approximate to normal distribution. Alright, so first we are going to write x. So this is actually like y. We can write y, binomial distributed. N is 100 and the value of probability is 0.2. Change to normal distribution. So this will be NP and the variance is NPQ. So N times P 20, NPQ is 16. Alright, first thing first, the question asks to find between. So between means not includes 30 and 40. So we are going to do continuity correction. So from B goes to N, B, N need to do CC plus minus 0.5. Alright, 0.5. So 30, 40. So this is between, not includes. So the continuity correction will be plus 0.5 here. Not includes 40 will be minus 0.5. So first we write for continuity correction 30.5. Okay, straight away standardized minus mean over standard deviation. This is variance, so standard deviation will be 16. I can write 4 straight away. So after we standardize, we write Z. So this will be 40 minus 0.5, 39.5 minus mean over standard deviation. Alright, so we calculate, then we get 2.63, then Z between 4.88. Right, when we sketch the bell shape, normal, here 2.63 is on the right side, 4.88. So this will be the shaded region. Right, how are we going to find the shaded region here? So that will be like more than 2.63 minus 4.88. So 4.88 we don't want, so we're going to deduct that. So here more than 2.63 minus more than 4.88. Right, so look from the table, we have 0.0427 minus 0. So the answer will be 0.00427. Okay, so we're going to look at the marks here. So the marks will be given when we change from binomial to normal, B1. Do the continuity correction, K1. Standardize, K1. And then we find from the table here. So K1, then final answer, J1. So total marks for question number 7 is 16. Okay, right. So that's it. Thank you guys. So you're going to write the score for section A, section B. Good luck for your final exam. Bye.